So you live in the Seminole area and you're looking for a dog trainer? Well, you have come to the right spot. We're going to walk through everything you need to know step by step to find the perfect match for you and your best friend.
You know, one of the best parts about living in Seminole is all the outdoor stuff you can do, right? And of course, you want to bring your dog along. But let's be honest, a walk on the Pinellas Trail is, well, it's a lot more fun when your dog isn't pulling your arm off. A well-behaved pup just makes everything easier and way less stressful. And that all starts with good training.
Okay, so that's the big question, isn't it? How do you actually find the right trainer here in Seminole? It can feel a little overwhelming with all the choices, but don't worry. We're going to break it all down for you so you'll have a super clear path to finding a pro who really gets you and your dog.
All right, first things first. Before you even open up Google, it's a good idea to get a handle on the basics. We're talking about the core ideas, the philosophy, and the different ways training can be done. This way, you'll know exactly what to look for.
So let's talk about the big one, positive reinforcement. Honestly, this is what you want to see. It's pretty much the gold standard for professional trainers today. Instead of punishing bad behavior, it's all about rewarding the good stuff with things like treats or praise. You're basically teaching your dog what you want them to do, and it builds this amazing, trusting partnership. It's super effective and, just a kinder way to train.
Next up, you've got to think about how you want to train. There are a couple of main options. Group classes are awesome for socialization. Your dog learns to listen even with other dogs and people around, which is perfect for a busy park. But if you've got specific issues at home, like say your dog goes nuts when the doorbell rings, that's where private lessons are a lifesaver. You get that one-on-one attention right where the problem happens. Okay, so now you know what you're looking for in terms of methods and format. Time for the next step, actually vetting a professional. And that means doing a little homework on their credentials and, of course, the costs.
I know, this looks like a bunch of alphabet soup, right? But these letters after a trainer's name actually mean something important. Things like CPDT-KA or KPA-CTP tell you that the trainer has passed tests and really knows their stuff. Now, if you're dealing with bigger challenges, like serious anxiety or reactivity, you'll want to look for those more advanced ones, like CBC-CKA or IABC-CDBC. That shows they have specialized training in complex behavior issues. All right, let's talk money. What's this actually going to cost? Here's a quick look at the typical price ranges you'll see around Seminole and Pinellas County. As you can see, a 6-week group class is pretty reasonable. On the other end, something like a 2-week board and train program, well, that's a much bigger investment. This should give you a good ballpark idea for setting a budget.
So you've done your research, you've got a short list of trainers. Now what? It's time to actually talk to them. This consultation is your chance to really see if they're a good fit, and you want to go in prepared with the right questions. Here is your go-to checklist for that conversation. Think of it as your 5-step plan. First, ask about their philosophy. You're hoping to hear positive reinforcement. Double-check those certifications we talked about. And this one is key. Ask them exactly how they'd create a plan just for your dog and your goals. Make sure you cover how they track progress, and finally, get the total cost in writing. This little list will make sure you cover all your bases.
Okay, so you've hired a trainer, you're making progress. Now it's time to take those skills out on the road. To do that, you need to know the local rules and the best spots around Seminole to practice.
All right, if there's one number you need to burn into your brain as a dog owner in Pinellas County, it's this one, 6. As in 6 feet. That is the maximum length your leash can be in public areas. It's not a suggestion, it's the rule, and it's there to keep everyone safe. People, other dogs, everybody. So a good old 6-foot non-retractable leash is an absolute must.
And it's not just about the leash. There are a couple of other really important local rules. First, rabies vaccination is required for all dogs over 4 months old. And, this is the part people forget, they have to wear the current rabies tag on their collar. Also, just a heads up, that constant barking can actually be a noise violation. That's another thing good training can definitely help with.
So, where can you go to work on all this new stuff? Well, you've got some great options. The Pinellas Trail is fantastic for practicing loose leash walking with real-life distractions like bikes and people. Walsingham Park is perfect for working on leash manners with all the sights and smells of nature. And when you're ready for some off-leash work, the Seminole Dog Park is the best place to go for safely practicing those recalls. You see, at the end of the day, training isn't just about sit and stay. It's about building a bond with your dog, so you can go out and enjoy all the cool things Seminole has to offer, together, without any stress. Because that's what it's all about, right? Finding that right trainer is the very first step. It truly sets the stage for a happier dog and a much less stressed you. So we hope this helps you on your journey. Having that well-behaved buddy just makes everything better, at home, on your walks, and every time you meet friends and neighbors around town. Good luck.